so Pierre from ABLE, who's a Haitian community member, to come at this time.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, as you say, my name is Biasso Pierre. I'm a community organizer at ABLE for basic legal equality. We are here today because it's a life or death issue, and it deserves a careful attention of the United States Supreme Court. The administration is asking the court to allow the government to terminate temporary protected statute, TPS, for approximately 350,000 Haitians who have lived legally in the United States for years. But this is not the first time it's happened. This is the third time the president has attempted to end TPS for Haitians. And in the two previous cases, the federal court ruled that those actions were unlawfully and violated the law of the United States. Judges have already ruled twice in favor of protecting Haitian TPS holders. And we must be honest about the reality in Haiti. Today, around 90% of the country is controlled or heavily influenced by gang and armed gang. Most police stations in Haiti have been taken, burned, and forced to close after gang broke into them, set them on fire, and even killed police officers. The case is so severe that the United Nations Security Council adopted a resolution 2699 in 2023, authorizing an international security mission to help Haiti fight the gang and violence and restore stability. The United States itself supports this effort and back the multinational security support mission for Haiti. But even the international support, the violence remains so overwhelming that the mission has still not been able to restore security. So we must ask a simple question. If Haiti is still so dangerous and that the international community had to send a security mission to help stabilize the country, how can it possibly to be safe to the family there? The issue is not only about safety, it's also about economic stability here in the United States. Haitian TPS holders fill more than 3,000 essential jobs like industry, like health care, construction, and hospitality and food production. We are nurses, we are caregivers, and we are workers who keep business running and community strong. Remove them overnight will hurt business, raise costs, and disrupt local economy across the country. And behind the economy, there is also a human cost. I have spoken with Haitian families in Springfield, started to work hard, they raise their children and contribute to the community every day. We are not criminals. We are not a threat. We are the neighbor. We are workers and parents trying to create a safe future for our family. And we must also remember that many people who are already caught in deportation system are suffering in detention. There have been reports of people dying in ICE detention and deportation center. Expanding deportation will not deepen the tragedy. So today we ask the Supreme Court to do the right thing. We ask the court to rule in favor of the Haitian plaintiff. We ask the court to allow judicial review of TPS termination, because this decision will affect not only immigrants, but family, business, and entire community. It's about law, it's about justice and humanity. Protect TPS, protect family, and protect community. Thank you.
We just want to thank Arlene, Vilez, and Biasu for all the work that they're doing in the community and helping to make America better and stronger than it ever could be without their presence in it. So thank you all. Thank you all very much for everything. Come over, give them a round of applause. We're now going to move to some legal experts and some policy experts in our time together. So I'm going to ask Katie Kirsch, who's the managing attorney for Advocates for Basic Legal Equality, to come at this time and share with us.
Thank you, Bishop. Good afternoon, everyone. As Bishop said, my name is Katie Kirsch. I am a managing attorney of the Immigration Practice Group at ABLE. ABLE has provided free legal assistance to Haitians in Springfield and throughout Ohio. Most recently, my colleague Renee Murphy and I were honored to represent Springfield Neighbors United and Pastor Carl Ruby and others in an amicus brief with the Supreme Court in the Miote v. Trump case, the case challenging the termination of TPS for Haiti. We filed this brief yesterday. When the administration decided to terminate TPS for Haiti, it did not look to the stories of communities like Springfield that have been revitalized and positively impacted by Haitians. Our clients wanted us to tell that story. In Springfield, as you've heard today, Haitian TPS holders have contributed immensely to workforce growth, significant local tax revenue, and business expansion. You can hear in the halls of churches and schools in Springfield the laughter and conversation, half in English, half in Creole, sometimes in a hodgepodge, that shows just how integrated the Haitian community there has become. Ending TPS will therefore not only greatly harm Haitians, and it certainly will, it would mean lost tax revenue, workforce shortages, separations of family, friends, and faith communities. The possibility of separating 1,500 American-born children in Springfield, and that would greatly overwhelm our foster care system. History has shown us that when Haitian security in Springfield is threatened, the entire community is threatened. There are people behind me who have withstood bomb threats, death threats, simply because of who they are, where they come from, and what they stand for in this issue. This is what we fear the future holds for us in Springfield again, if TPS is ended. The administration minimizes the harm losing TPS causes Haitians by saying they can simply apply for another form of status. And while I can personally attest that thousands of Haitians in Springfield have done so because I've helped them do it, in reality, if TPS ends, what will happen is that ICE has already promised to descend upon Springfield and communities like it and other communities across the country. They will separate families. They will detain people, not just people with final orders of removal, but what we call collateral arrests, people who are simply in the fray. And many of these people have never violated any laws, immigration or otherwise. They've said that they were going to do this. And these individuals who get detained will sit in detention in a criminal jail designed to hold criminal detainees for months and months without the ability to have due process and to fairly request an immigration bond. They will have no meaningful way to avail themselves of due process if they are locked in detention for months and months. They will not have any meaningful way to avail themselves of their right to apply for asylum. They may even be deported to a third country that they've never seen before. We know that the Supreme Court has a life or death decision to make in how they rule in this case. It's important to know that when Congress created the TPS statutes, it created an entire process that the Secretary of Homeland Security must go through in deciding whether or not he or she makes that incredibly important decision to terminate or extend TPS. We are asking the Supreme Court to allow for judicial review of these forms of termination because the process that the Secretary goes through is not only extremely important, it is what Congress intended when it wrote the statute. Protected status and work authorization provides stability not only for Haitian families, but for Springfield and communities like it.